The most important question we can ask ourselves as writers is, what am I trying to say? For songwriters, this reigns very true because your voice being heard, whether it's you singing, somebody else singing, someone's voice being heard and the things that they want to say, that the meaning of words themselves, especially in lyricism, is a lot more significant than any other art form. In my opinion, music is very, very important for human expression in that way. So I think about this a lot with my own songwriting, and I think about it now that I'm getting older. Lyrics are a lot more meaningful to me because it's just another way of the main, and obviously a main way of analyzing the song's meaning or what the song is in and of itself. When I was younger, I used to focus mainly on the music. I still am that kind of listener where I'm always listening to the harmony that's happening or the melody, or I'm always focused on the music, and the lyrics were always something that that was kind of an afterthought. Most of my favorite artists, a lot of my favorite songwriters of all time, I don't know like every word of every song that they've made, or I just almost, when I was younger and again still now, I almost look at lyrics as like a placeholder for everything else that the music actually is. And now it's kind of flipping a little bit, at least, where I am just really appreciative. Words, the older I'm getting, language in and of itself, especially because language is being warped so much nowadays too, as far as like the words that people use and what people say is more manipulated and more scrutinized now more than ever. I think my appreciation for words has grown exponentially as I've gotten older, and it puts my own songs into it. I look at them in a different light now, or I whether it's stuff I've already written or stuff that I'm in the process of writing, I'm going to write. I always ask myself, like, what am I trying to say with this song, or what do I really want? When I first started songwriting too, I didn't think about that at all. It was just kind of nonsense to me. A lot of my early stuff, nothing I've really released in my solo as a solo artist, but some of the stuff I wrote with bands before that, the lyrics were very nonsensical compared to the intention that I had with the songs that I've released as a solo artist. So, and even still, a lot of times it just comes down to how do the words sound, or how do the lyrics feel in the song. That's the most important part of it, obviously. But as I'm getting older and I'm realizing that I have, I'm realizing that my time is finite, and that I'm not going to get to say everything that I want to say, and that there will always be a lot of things left unsaid. As songwriters and just as people, it's just like what life is. There's a lot of things not getting closure on everything. Because of that, I feel the need to get out as much as I can through my lyrics now more than ever. I feel like the words that I use, I'm so much more, not even careful, I'm so meticulous now, and I feel I feel that approach kind of overpowering everything else whenever I write songs. Is just like, oh, what do I want to really what do I want to say? Doing these videos is actually a big part of that too, though. Doing these videos where I say so much on camera and I want to communicate so much in a funny way is actually helping me try to communicate things a certain way in my songs as well, or like it just has some sort of effect on it, and it's making me find clarity in the words that I want to use, and really get to the honest side of what I'm trying to say. So Yeah. What are we trying to say? What do you really want out of your songs? You know, anything you're working on right now. If you're watching this and you're a fellow songwriter, what does it mean to you? You know, lyrics, like especially when you just read them, it's a completely different. It's so interesting how different that can feel. Reading your own lyrics or reading the lyrics of a song that somebody else wrote. The most perfect feeling is when you can't picture one without the other. When the lyrics feel like they fit the song and the song fits the lyrics perfectly. Like that's the greatest feeling in the world. Whether it's you feeling that with your own work or feeling that when you're listening to somebody else's song. But what do we want to say is the most important fucking thing that we can ask ourselves, because in the words of Charles Bukowski, you got to leave some words behind. And which words do you want to leave behind? Do you want to just say some bullshit? You want to just kind of spew that? There's nothing wrong with that. You can spew some bullshit. You can just like, will it be taken seriously or not? Or will people be able to pull back layers on that? I don't know. That's really what it comes down to is the more we can dissect with lyrics and words and art in general, the more we the more there is to dissect, the more fun it is, the more enjoyable and entertaining and satisfying it is for the person receiving it and the person creating it. It should be, a lot of things should feel all encompassing or feel like they have a whole, like a large mood to them or a wave of emotion. You know, that's like what songwriting should be, is a wave of feelings. And the worst thing that I feel when I'm listening to music, or like the only thing that makes me not like music is when I don't feel that, when I don't feel that shift or that impact, you know. So what do we want to say? Let's I don't know, I guess I'll sit on that. I'll sit on that big old fucking thought right there. And I just wanted to make this as a reminder of myself, and hopefully somebody else can take something away from this. All right, bye.